My name is Dave Calusi. I've been a volunteer for HomeSafe for nearly 20 years. The victims and survivors of domestic violence are fortunate to have a place like this, where they can find safety from their abusers. In many communities, women can only find shelter at the police station. This place feels like a home. It's not an institutional setting, and that's important, especially when a mother comes here with her children. It's an old building that requires a lot of attention and care, and there isn't much money for upkeep, so they rely on volunteers like me. Besides helping with maintenance at the facility, I'm currently the president of the Board of Trustees. In that role, I help with fundraising, support the staff, and represent HomeSafe within the community. I first saw the terrible impact of domestic violence when I started with the Ashtabula Police Department 37 years ago. Back then, law enforcement was reluctant to get involved. It was a family matter, handled in private, and there was no HomeSafe at the time. Since HomeSafe began 32 years ago, it has helped change that attitude. We now understand that victims and survivors must be assisted and cared for. It makes our community stronger. HomeSafe made me a better policeman, and it made our department serve better. A couple of years after I became chief of police, I was asked to serve on the board. I couldn't say no. When I see women and children that are helped, my time is well spent. I'm retired now, but still here, doing what I can. My name is Dave, and I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
My name is Jessica Slaby. A few months after I graduated from high school, I enrolled myself in a training program at Goodwill Industries in Ashtabula. I went to Goodwill because they are experts at helping people with disabilities to find a job. I've had a hearing impairment since birth. My bad hearing affected my speech, and ever since I was young, I tended to avoid group conversations. I also have learning disabilities, including dyslexia. Because of my disabilities, I was pretty shy. You could say I wasn't the most confident person in the job market, but Goodwill helped to change all of that. The staff enabled me to find out what my interests and strengths were, and surprisingly, one of my greatest strengths was working with other people. They enrolled me in retail skills program. It helped me learn about the demands of a job and how to work closely with others and how to speak with people I don't know. The staff and I also worked hard to improve my job-seeking skills, including resume writing and interviewing. Luckily, I found a job in Madison soon after. In many ways, it's the perfect job for me, because now I'm a residential specialist who helps others with disabilities. The men I work with are developmentally disabled. Most will need help the rest of their lives. I feel a real connection with them. I believe I have a lot to offer because I've always had to deal with my own disabilities. The people at Goodwill have given me a lot. Now it's my turn to give back. That's why I'm a volunteer mentor for a young girl in a new program at Goodwill. I hope I can pass on to her some things that I have learned. My name's Jessica, and I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
My name is Ruth Bogue. I run an exercise class for arthritis sufferers in Geneva. Exercise has been shown to help arthritis sufferers. It increases their range of motion, strengthens muscles, and improves balance for people with joint problems. The biggest challenge is getting people to know that they can exercise in spite of the pain and their age. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis when I was 16. The disease was active in over 35 of my joints. I reached the point where I couldn't walk to school, even though it was only 2 blocks away. Of course, dances and proms were out of the question. It was pretty devastating for a teenager. I first became involved with these classes as a participant. That was 19 years ago, following the birth of my second child. I was suffering a severe flare-up. I couldn't even get on my doctor's examining table without help. I was in a United Way video at that time, just another participant in the class. A few years ago, I took training from the Arthritis Foundation to become a certified instructor. It's a way for me to use my knowledge of the disease to help others. It's also a way for me to give back to the Arthritis Foundation, an organization I've turned to repeatedly for advice and assistance. The classes are therapeutic, but they also provide participants with camaraderie, and that's important. I see these participants make great progress. One woman was so excited to be able to vacuum her whole house for the first time in years. Imagine being excited about vacuuming. That's why I'm such a proponent. because people can get control of their life back, as I did so many years ago. My name is Ruth. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.